Ready Saturday on Amchitiya. இந்த அனுப்பல அது போயிடுச்சு. Dear participants, I am Vinod representing Study Abroad Educational Consultants Chennai. I welcome you all to the webinar on behalf of Study Abroad Educational Consultants and Russian Culture Center. Study Abroad has been an exclusive preferred partner of Russian Culture Center, which is the culture department of Russian Consulate in South India. Study Abroad has been sending students for the past 3 decades to Russian universities for various specialization and to MBBS course in large numbers. Study Abroad is also the exclusive representative of some of the world's leading Russian universities like Medical Institute of MEPhI, Moscow Medical Academy, Volgograd State Medical University, Far Eastern Federal University, Kursk State Medical University, Russian State Medical University, Moscow Aviation Institute, to name a few. So far, Study Abroad has successfully helped about 6,000 Indian students to complete their academic pursuits in the chosen profession in Russian Federation. Every year, around 300 students are admitted through Study Abroad. Study Abroad has been a two-way gate between the parents and the university in Russia in helping admission process. In the process of bringing parents, students, and the university closer, Study Abroad Educational Consultants, in association with Russian Center of Science and Culture, has been organizing various exhibitions for the past 20 years, where the university exhibits their institution to the parents. Due to this epidemic, this year, Study Abroad Educational Consultants has been planning and organizing series of webinars where they make gateway for the children and parents to freely interact with the university representatives, to know about the universities and other facilities available to them directly from the representatives. And we are making all the universities available to the children on various dates. Today, we have with us Mr. Nikita Karpov, Director of for International Activities, Institute of MEPhI, Moscow campus. Now I welcome Mr. Nikita. He will be addressing the students as well as the parents. We cannot hear you.
I'm sorry, please, sorry. Yes. Good day, my friends. Good day, colleagues, dear colleagues. I want to tell you today about some facts about MEPhI University and how you will study in MEPhI and some interesting facts about MEPhI. Please start the presentation.
One minute, I'll share the screen.
Mm-hmm. So today I don't have much time to tell you all facts about MEPhI, but long story short, I will try to do my best to fit all facts in 30 minutes around this. Please, next slide. So, medical university inside of the University of MEPhI was established back in 2008. And the specialization is general medicine. It's a Russian code of specialization, and qualification is analogical to MBBS. The form of education will be full-time, and duration of education will be 6 years. Next slide. Next slide, please. So one interesting fact that MEPhI is one of the most famous now and popular universities in Russia. It was formed back in 1843 during the Second World War, and back in this time it was a closed university that was developing weapons and for armed forces. Now it is university with a wide spectrum of in, research activities, and also MEPhI now from the beginning of 21st century started to educate foreign students, and as you see, the number of foreign students is dramatically increases from 168 to 1500 students. Next slide, please. So MEPhI is also the participant of the Russian Academic Excellence Project 5 Top 100. That has the aim of this project is to be one of the top 5 universities in all over the world in research activities and in educational activities. Next slide. So as you see, MEPhI has a really wide spectrum from ecology and nuclear power station to the medicine and medical pharmaceuticals and so on. Next slide. And it is obvious that such university as MEPhI that has really wide and really deep history of entertaining with atom project and nuclear energy. In MEPhI has tight collaboration with the Rosatom State Atomic Agency. So these are several areas that Rosatom has interest in, and the only probably area that Rosatom now doesn't have competencies is healthcare, and he began to invest in this direction in the beginning of 21st century. Now you see on this slide how wide is these research activities. So all these areas that were mentioned in the slide are now developing in Rosatom and in MEPhI Medical University. Next slide. So the main most of all areas the MEPhI is interested in, and medical university is interested in these are medical nuclear medicine diagnostics, nuclear medicine treatment, and other opportunities such as radiopharmaceuticals, MRI, and treatment at all as education of physicians and etc. Connected with healthcare. Next slide. So also MEPhI and medical university itself has world-class training laboratories and departments. Next slide. You see here we have a training center that has a training and demonstrational center. On the next slide you will see here. So on the top right you can see students that are taught by specialists how to operate the ultrasound diagnostics, and so in the center you can see surgeons that are making some activities on the table, and on both sides you can see the demonstration complex of organs and something like that. Next slide. Here is a certification center of our medical medical students that here they complete their activities for examination for a medical doctor. So and for nursing and all kinds of things that should be done on patients, but of course medical students cannot entertain with patients without control. So that's why we and in Russia we have a practice of certification on such in such centers, demonstration centers. Next slide. Now we have as MEPhI has a wide spectrum of hospitals that we we are connected and strongly banded. Next slide. These hospitals are the State Institute of National Medical Research Radiological Center, such as Blakhin National Medical Research Center of Oncology and Burnazan Federal Oncological Center. These are two most powerful and the biggest centers in Russia that are and they are situated in Moscow and in Obninsk we have a TSIB oncology center that is also one of the widely famous and widely well-known centers in even in all over the world as the previous two. Next slide. So there are also some example images. As you can on top right, you can see one of the oncology centers, and it's a CIB center, and on the bottom right, you can see the Burnazan Center. Next slide. Some facts about our laboratories. One of our laboratory, the head of our lab is Paras Prasad. He is one of the leading researchers of in area of nanobio constructions. He with our research group, he develops methods of constructing of nanocontainers that bring the cure and the drugs inside of tumors, oncology tumors, and probably in other to cure other illnesses that can be and where nanostructure can be applied. And on the left, on the top left, you can see Professor Foytik. He is also widely known and well known in all over the world scientist. He is a father, so-called father of nanoscience. He was one of the first who started to develop nanostructures that emitted light. And on in the center, you can see our partners from Europe and America. we have even partners now in Asia, in India, and in China. On the bottom left and right on the photos, you can see our students and researchers um, preparing nanopharmaceuticals on the left, and preparing uh, radiopharmaceuticals on the right. Next slide. So let's talk about campuses, about the conditions of the campuses where you will live during your education. Next slide. So we will talk now about Moscow campus. Next slide. Of MEPhI. He is situated in the not far from center of Moscow, inside of green zone, so-called Kolomenskaya Park. And on the top left, you can see the buildings of main area of MEPhI, and on the top right, you can see the part of Kolomenskaya Park um, uh, that is situated around the MEPhI. On the bottom left and right, you can see the bottom left, you can see one of the dormitories buildings that are 24 stages, and on the left you can see the dormitory building that is situated not far from medical building of medical faculty of MEPhI. Next slide. Here you can see some photos of conditions inside of dormitories. In block dormitories, you can use bathroom that is we have usually 2 bathrooms on each floor for women and for men, and for living conditions we have 6 square meters as standard for each person to live. On these 6 square meters we have bed, we have chair, table, cupboard, personal cupboard, and such conditions as shelves and wardrobes that are used together with other students that live in a flat. Also, we have the kitchen on each floor where you can cook your food as you wish. Next slide. So one of the advantages is low tuition fees. The tuition fees are low, really low, in comparing with other medical universities in Moscow, and this is the situation, the low tuition fees, because the Rosatom has dotations and some kind of sponsorship for this direction, and we now, when this direction is developing, as I already said, so we have this program to support medical education, and that's why we have such low tuition fees. They are about 350,000 rubles per year. Its tuition fee. The hostel fee will be around 15,000 rubles per year, and living expenses, including the warm clothes, food, some pencils, pens, rubbers, and something like that, etc., etc. Also visa, some visa expenses and other things. It's from 20 to 30,000 rubles per month. It can be lower or higher. It depends on the season. Next slide. So here you can see, if you are interested, how much you will have to learn. These are short syllabus of general medicine program. So these are first 4 years. They are the most hard years to study. And these first 4 years will be all in English medium, and the 2 years that are left, they will be mixed medium, both English and Russian. And Russian will be in clinics, because our patients in Russia don't speak, unfortunately, maybe English, and you will have to communicate with them, and our tutors and your teachers will help you to communicate with them during your practice in hospitals. So this is a short 2-year Russian language part. So it's all connected with the practice in hospitals. Next slide, please. Something about geography. The MEPhI is situated, as I said, almost inside the Kolomensky Park. As you can see, the MEPhI is a big blue dot on the map. On the top left of the map, you can see the Kashirskaya metro station, and on the bottom right, you can see the blue dot. It is the medical building, the building of medical university. And the red dots on map, these are buildings of our dormitories. On the top right photo, you can see the Moscow shopping mall. It is just near the Kashirskaya metro station, so you can buy there some clothes, food, and visit some food court with McDonald's, KFC, and etc. On the bottom right and top right, on the bottom left and top left, you can see the images of Kashirskaya metro station from inside and from outside. Next slide, please. So that's pretty much all I wanted to tell you. If you are interested in something, you can ask me. We have something about 5 minutes. So please. This year, will the course start for you students? Yes, we will start. In this year, we will start at the beginning of November.
It will be in online or offline classes, sir?
I'm sorry?
Whether it will be an online class or offline classes?
Yes. I forgot to tell you, yes, because of pandemic situation, there will be online classes, because you probably will not have an occasion to go to Russian Federation, but it's okay. We have developed lots of methods of online education, including Zoom, Skype for Business, and etc. So education will not suffer from this if you will be honest with your teachers and prepare yourself, and educate wisely. So the education definitely will not suffer.
We know that currently you have started that entrance exam. Still, how many more entrance exam scheduled? Can you tell me the any?
So we have only one exam left in September. It's today, and it will be in light mode. So in light mode means that the teachers that check the work are told that to be uh, to not to see and then to look too close to the mistakes. So somehow, so it means that in September you will have a bigger chance to enter our university. In October, we have a lack of places, so we will not have lots of places. So the um, mm, the opportunity to enter university will be much lower. So the chance will be lower.
So we need one clarification, sir. The first semester will be on online classes, or the whole year it will be on online classes?
I'm sorry, in classes?
The classes which our new students, the first semester it will be, or the whole year it will be online classes? The first 6 months, the first 6 months will be online classes, or the whole 12 months will be 12 months will be on online classes?
Online. I see. Yes. So it depends. Again, it depends on what will be the pandemic situation. So as the situation in India becomes, when the situation in India and Russia becomes normal with the corona, you will come to us and start to educate as normal students, not online, but as long as the situation will um, remain as it is like today. So yes, we will have to do online classes for you. Yes.
About the Russian classes, sir, you told it is for the rest of the 3 years. It will be Russian classes. It will be a language, or the whole academic will be in Russian language?
No. I explained that it will be only practice. So all all disciplines will be in English, and we will try to. You will have the foreign language, Russian, as we will have Russian as a foreign language to study, because it is important in Russia to know Russian language, because not all Russians, including the police and some services, even in MEPhI, inside MEPhI, don't know English well, and to well enough to communicate with foreigners. So the Russian will be obligatory, but only for but only on the lowest level. So will not be necessary, and it will definitely will not be a big part of the educational program.
Can you explain about the class timings, sir? Class timings.
Yes, the class timings are, we have pairs, so each pair has 2 academic hours. Academic hours, it means 45 minutes. So, and even every day you will have from 4 to 6 pairs. so it means that you will start early in the morning in 8:30 and um, even maybe in 10 and your education in the evening at closer to 6 p.m. So yes, the NEET is compulsory, but please ask about this question. Our colleagues from study in Russia, study abroad, and examination pattern.
About the examination pattern in Russia, sir.
So we have exams in the end of each semester, and we will have something. Usually, we have something about from 3 to 5, or from 4 to 6 exams. It depends on how many disciplines you had, and on what stage of education are you. So that, yeah, that's all. So from 4 to 6 exams every semester. The hostel facilities, I already showed you the hostel facilities. They are really good. So good and cheap. We have I suppose the cheapest dormitory in one of the best conditions for students in Moscow, and also Indian food. Indian food we have definitely in Moscow, Indian restaurants, but these are um, only restaurants probably. So but you can cook your food by yourself on kitchen, on student kitchen, in dormitory, in living facilities. um, and also you can buy your specific spices, Indian spices, in Indian in the shops. So yes.
How many students can share a rooms there in a hostel? Sharing of room.
So Indian students share rooms only with Indian students. It will not be mixed rooms with Russian or other nationalities, and probably we will try to to place Indian students closer to each other, even with flats and the rooms. We will see, but we will try to do this. So Indian students will live closer to each other. The COVID situation in MEPhI is very good. We have something around one um, uh, one case in a month, probably. So it is strictly prohibited to not to go with around the MEPhI without the mask. Even here I have one. So we have strict precautions, and the students and teachers and other persons are strictly are strongly asked to wear masks and do all precautions.
And how many students per classroom, sir?
During pandemic, we have only 15 students in each room, and in common times we have something about 30 students in each room. It depends on the uh, volume of the class.
How about the security system for our Indian students, sir?
Sorry?
How about the security system?
The security system is good. Also one of the best in Moscow. We have the check-in system on the entrance in MEPhI and on the exit of MEPhI. We have special forces that are guarding the. Mostly, they are guarding the special laboratories, but also they are looking for the security conditions. Also, we have the security agency that protects our and looks after security of dormitories, and you cannot go inside a dormitory without a special pass card. Yes, that's one of the most secured universities and dormitories in Moscow.
How many vacations per year, and whether the students can travel to India during that vacations?
Yes, we have 2 vacations per year. It's in winter and in summer. In summer, we have 2 months of vacations, so you can go to India. And during the winter vacations, you can also probably go to India, but if you do your session well, you do your exams well. If you don't, you probably will have to study more to prepare to the next tries of exams. So you will probably not have time to visit India.
From which year will be the clinical training will start, sir? From which year the student will start?
Usually it starts from the clinical, even with patients. You will start to practice since 5th or 4th year. I don't really remember, but the practice will be from the very first year without any communications. You will learn how to be a nurse, how to nursing practice and something like that. These kinds of practice will start from the early beginning. Yes. So, and that's why we want you to come, because in Russian Federation, because the practice is hard to be done online. So.
Thank you. Any more questions? Arifa, Jivan, Naveen, Subhash, Venkatesh, Vaishali. One more, no questions. Manoj. Manoj is our student, our colleague. Is there any question? I think so. There is no more question. I think so, sir. No, sir. Okay. No.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Kapo. We'll meet next week. Thank you.
So goodbye.
We'll be meeting at 3 o'clock for the exam.
Yes.
Thank you.
Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you.